Salah drops Liverpool hint after Al Hilal confirmation. The future of Liverpool attacker Mohamed Salah remains publicly undecided, but the Egypt international star has continued to drop hints that he has already decided what he will do in the summer. Salah's contract with the Anfield club expires at the end of June, and whether the veteran attacker stays or completes a lucrative move to the Saudi Pro League continues to hang in the balance. Naturally, the Reds are desperate for the attacker to remain on their books after a remarkable season in which he leads the Premier League in both goals and assists. But there is a very real fear that the era of the 32-year-old could be drawing to a close. Salah has previously dropped hints suggesting that he could leave the club, going so far as to tell fans about a lack of progress in his contract talks. "It's my last year at the club, and I want to do something special for the city," he told Sky Sports when asked about his ambition to win the Premier League. "It's the last 6 months. There is no progress on contract talks. We are far away from any progress, so we just have to wait and see." Speaking after a 1-0 win over Newcastle on Wednesday that carried Liverpool 13 points clear at the top of the Premier League, the Egyptian fueled rumors that he could leave. "I just want them to remember that I was here for 8 years and I gave everything," he told TNT Sports. "I want the fans to remember that I gave everything for them, everything for this city. I loved football. I gave everything for it, and I wasn't lazy. I think that's what it's about. They give you love. You have a connection with the fans because you give everything." Al Hilal put themselves in Salah race. Saudi Pro League side Al Hilal confirmed their desire to sign Salah on a free transfer earlier this month. "I would like to have Salah at Al Hilal. He has a way of playing that fits the team," head coach Jorge Jesus said. The offer from the Saudis will far eclipse what Liverpool can afford to pay Salah, with claims that his wage could match or even exceed Cristiano Ronaldo's earnings. Chelsea go all in for Liam Delap. Chelsea will do everything they can to sign Liam Delap from Ipswich Town in the summer. The Blues' need for a striker has been apparent in recent weeks. With Nicholas Jackson first out of form and then injured, Enzo Maresca has struggled to find a natural number 9 option, with Pedro Neto emerging as the best solution through the middle. Chelsea's form has collapsed over this period, with Cole Palmer's goal drought further underlining the need for the Stamford Bridge side told find a goal-scoring solution. Maresca has his eyes set on Delap, who is a player the manager loves. Chelsea are ready to go all in for the 22-year-old forward, we have been told. Delap has been enjoying an exceptional breakthrough campaign with Ipswich. In the Premier League, he has scored 10 goals in just 26 appearances for a side battling relegation. One of his best performances of the season came on December 30th against Chelsea at Portman Road, where he both scored and assisted as Kieran McKenna's outfit claimed a memorable 2-0 victory. His form has led to interest from numerous top Premier League teams, with Tottenham, Arsenal and Manchester City just some of the teams involved in the race for the youngster, who has impressed with his physicality as well as his eye for goal. Man City provide Delap threat. Maresca's dream of signing Delap is hampered by a buyback clause that Manchester City possess in the striker's contract. This is worth around €50 million, £40 million, allowing Pep Guardiola's side to buy their academy product back at that price either to use next season or to sell on at a profit. Delap's estimated transfer value, ETV, stands somewhat short of that at €33 million, but given the bidding war that could arise over the striker, it is very possible that he will depart for a significantly higher figure. Chelsea certainly seem prepared to break the bank for the attacker. Jack Grealish sends message to Adam Wharton amid Man City transfer links. Jack Grealish has sent a message to Crystal Palace ace Adam Wharton amid speculation linking the midfielder with a move to Man City. It is still just over a year since Wharton joined Crystal Palace from his boyhood club Blackburn Rovers in late January 2024. The 21-year-old immediately settled into life in the Premier League, performing so well he earned himself a place in England's squad for Euro 2024. That then led to Man City being linked with Wharton late last calendar year, before a significant injury hampered his progress. But with the Crystal Palace midfielder now making his return to action, it seems he is starting to catch attention from elsewhere once again. Man City must consider Adam Wharton move. It would seem like a very sensible approach for Pep Guardiola's side to at least consider a move for Wharton come the summer transfer window. Kevin De Bruyne is among those who look set to leave Man City in the summer, and so extra reinforcements in midfield are going to be vital. Wharton is already showing that he possesses just the sort of passing range required to unlock defense in the way the reigning Premier League champions need. The fact he performed so well after so long out on his first start against Aston Villa also underlined how well he can cope with the pressures of this level. At 21 years old, he can be an asset for a club for many years to come as well. And so it does feel as though Wharton would be an obvious target for Man City come the summer transfer window. Alejandro Garnacho must answer 2 questions from Ruben Amorim after Man United walkout. Alejandro Garnacho prompted questions in Ruben Amorim's press conference after he headed straight down the tunnel at Old Trafford against Ipswich and left his head coach with more. Alejandro Garnacho will have to answer 2 questions for Ruben Amorim after heading straight for the dressing room after he was substituted. The United winger was sacrificed for some defensive reinforcement after Patrick Dorgu was sent off in Wednesday night's win over Ipswich Town. Garnacho traipsed off the pitch to be replaced by Nusayr Mazraoui before heading down the touchline to the tunnel. The 20-year-old, who was linked with a move away from United in January, appeared to indicate it was to change his shirt. Old Trafford was home to heavy rain, leaving players sodden. The Red Devils coach is sure to have been left frustrated by Garnacho detracting from 3 points, even if they were not entirely convincing. United recovered from a goal down to win 3-2 at home against the Tractor Boys, but Garnacho threw another spanner in the works when he posted a picture of himself heading off the pitch to his Instagram story. Amorim has already confirmed that he will speak to Garnacho about his quick exit from the field, and he may well be left with further questions after his player's post stirred the pot, regardless of his intention. Questions over possible discontent will feel like familiar territory for the 40-year-old since his arrival at the club. You are making a connection with Marcus Rashford, right? I know, Amorim said following the game. What I am seeing is that I'm going to talk obviously with Garnacho about that, so I will talk about that if you want in the next press conference. It was cold and wet. Maybe. Amorim had initially suggested when asked whether Garnacho had been handed permission to head straight to the dressing room. While the result paid off for Amorim, the former Sporting boss nevertheless explained his decision to sacrifice Garnacho's attacking impetus. The Portuguese coach's priority was to retain his side's shape. The thinking was that we would play 5-3-1. That is a risk because he, Garnacho, is the one who can play 1v1 in pace, Amorim said. But I felt the team was okay in the controlling of the game almost at halftime, and then we make the substitution. We had to choose someone to go out. We have to think about set pieces also, so it was my choice. The choice had caused some consternation during the game, with Ipswich quickly equalizing before the break before Harry Maguire's second-half winner. I was surprised to see Alejandro Garnacho come off after the red card, because he pushes the team the other way, Rio Ferdinand said.